So, I've seen some cars on the side of the road, and some cars in the middle of the road, and some cars wrecked into each other. I've also seen some cars with dead bodies in them, and some cars with nobody in them, but strangely with nobody in them. You know, it's almost like they should have had somebody in them, but there was no one. I don't know. I haven't taken too long of a look. I just felt like I needed to keep on moving, you know? That's why I really haven't turned the camera on. It's kind of hard to operate a camera and a vehicle at the same time. So, besides, I haven't seen anything in the way of life. Well, that is until now. This guy out here stopped me about 5 minutes ago. He ain't been doing nothing but standing around, picking his teeth. You know, I don't know what to make of it. Oh, at least it's somebody, you know? Wait, he's coming up to the car. Put the weapon away. The crowbar. Put the crowbar away.
You plan on doing nothing stupid now, are you?
No, I promise.
What you got in here, camera? What's that for?
I'm making a documentary on what it's been like since the blackout.
So you just driving around with a camera taking pictures, huh? I guess that's cool.
I'm going to my parents' house, actually. You know, and I don't really take pictures with the camera. I pretty much just sit in front of it and talk.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, well, that's not too bad an idea. Where you headed up from?
About 5 miles south of here.
Oh, I ain't seen nobody alive from anywhere south around these parts since them blue lights the other night. The power gun went out.
Blue lights, yeah. I saw them too.
Yeah, that was a hell of a thing.
What did you make of them?
Well, probably had something to do with them there aliens.
Aliens? Yeah, sure. And I'm a genie. If you rub me the right way, I'll give you 3 wishes.
That there, I guess, would be called sarcasm, I guess, huh? If it's a rubbing you want, it's a rubbing I'm willing to give you, but it ain't the kind you probably enjoy. You heard that Morse code on the radio?
Yeah, I've heard the Morse code.
Alright then, that's the government. They've been trying to get the word out about that alien invasion done up in Hampton the other night. That's what them blue lights was all about. And they've been giving out all kinds of information. Goddamn Bumpus twins. I swear, you take away any kind of law and order, they gotta get out the biggest, loudest, frickin' engine, machine-driven piece of... Anyway.
Well, it's nice to see some people at least.
Yeah, well, you know, this community... You know, that most...
How does someone around these parts come up with a car like that anyway?
Man, you don't know the Bumpus twins, but... Yeah, as soon as all this went down... As soon as all this went down, they figured once the social structure started crumbling, what the hell, just go out and have at it. It's free for all, so, you know. People in these parts are driving well beyond their means, if you'd ask me, but of course they ain't paid for none of it. But that's on the down low, you didn't hear it from me. But anyway, that Morse code, they've been trying to give us information telling us, you know, you got to decentralize, get away from large groups of humans, other people, because they're targets. Now me, well, I know this area, I know these people, and I figure, you know, I've got plenty of weaponry to defend me and mine, so here's where I'm going to stay. But, you know, I don't know where the hell you're headed. Yeah, have you seen anybody else from the direction you come in?
No, I ain't seen anybody alive. It's just been myself. My neighbors are dead. I've seen people dead in their cars. It's pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, I ain't going much past this area, but I've heard reports. I've been stopping people sporadically just to see if there's any news from the outside world. But I got to be cautious. That's why I had you stop for as long as I did before I approached you. I wanted to make sure that you weren't any kind of alien.
An alien? I don't think an alien would be driving a car. I could, see him in a spaceship, maybe.
All right, I suppose you got me there. Well, my name's Jimmy. Jimmy Bobslobber.
I'm Max Taylor.
Max Taylor. Taylor. Oh, you heading up to the old Taylor place, huh? Them's good people.
Yeah, it's too cold to stay at my place. At least they have a fireplace.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You take care. I'm not going to hold you any much longer. You should stay in anyone's spot. Count of being a target and all, but...
Hey, tell you what. I'm going to be coming back through here later today, and probably tomorrow morning. Assuming everything's all right at my parents' house. You know, you aren't going to come at me with that crowbar again, are you?
No, as a matter of fact, I was going to offer it up to you. You ought to take one of my weapons at least. It looks like you got nothing short of that camera. I don't know if you plan on throwing that at him or not, but, I mean, you come across something that ain't quite human. You might need something persuasive.
No, I think I'll be all right. I'm pretty sure my dad's got some stuff that would be mighty persuasive up at his farm. So I think I'll be all right.
Well, all right then. You take care. Go on through.
Well, that was fun.